Oh my God! Look at these results. The structure of the virus in these samples is vastly different from a normal influenza virus. The virus from these samples taken from the Chinese restaurant appears to be camouflaging itself.
Is such a thing possible?
According to the results, it is possible. The RNA sequences show deviations from standard flu. This is something camouflaged, and I think it's something we've never encountered before. This virus is a variant of Ebola. We are facing a virus that is far more deadly and contagious.
This could cause a global catastrophe. We must urgently inform all health authorities.
Good evening. We're coming to you live with a critical update on the escalating health crisis confined to New York City. Authorities have now confirmed that the virus affecting the population is a highly contagious variant of Ebola, not a typical influenza. This comes as hospitals in New York are reaching full capacity, struggling to manage the rapid increase in cases. Officials are urgently calling for calm and vigilance among the populace, stressing the importance of adhering to safety guidelines issued by health authorities. Additional resources are being deployed to overwhelmed hospitals. Beside in today's update, local police are reporting a significant rise in both missing person cases and incidents of violence across the city.
Over the past 2 days, we have seen a significant increase in missing person cases, and in the last few hours, there have been numerous reports of violence and biting incidents. We do not yet know if these are connected to the spreading virus. We are increasing our patrols and tightening security measures throughout the city. If you see anyone on the streets who appears to be unconscious or acting suspiciously, do not approach them. Instead, report the situation to law enforcement immediately.
These developments are concerning and have prompted an increased police presence in affected areas. We want to emphasize that, at this time, these incidents have not been directly linked to the ongoing health crisis. To give you a clearer picture of the situation, we will be sharing footage from security cameras that capture some of these violent incidents. These videos are disturbing, and we advise viewer discretion. The authorities are urging everyone to stay vigilant and report any suspicious activity immediately. We now go live to Kate at Large Hospital for the latest developments. Kate, we're listening.
I'm reporting live from outside the hospital, where the situation is becoming increasingly chaotic. The sound of ambulance sirens is constant, and patients are being brought in on stretchers non-stop. Some patients are showing changes in their skin color, while others are displaying extreme aggression, even attacking doctors. Medical staff are desperately trying to manage this strange outbreak, but the scene is growing more tense and dangerous. Experts warn that this situation needs to be brought under control quickly, or we could see more casualties.
Initially, patients came in with flu symptoms, but now we're seeing a disturbing rise in bite and violence-related incidents. Just today, we've treated approximately 25 bite cases. We are urgently investigating to determine if there's a link to the virus. The nature of these injuries suggests something far more alarming than a typical viral outbreak.
I was on my way to meet friends when I heard a woman moaning on the street. I approached to help her, but as I got close, she screamed, turned to me, and bit my arm. It happened so fast, it was shocking.
Some conspiracy theorists are claiming that this virus was manufactured in a lab and are calling it an act of bioterrorism. There are those who argue that this is a spaceborne virus. No official statement has been issued on the matter yet. According to received information, the president has canceled all international travel plans. In fact, the first statement from the White House has just been released.
The president wants to make it clear that this is absolutely not a case of bioterrorism. No country or terrorist group possesses such a weapon. Additionally, the president urges everyone to remain calm and respect the laws and orders in place. In the state of New York, it is of utmost importance that people stay indoors unless absolutely necessary. To prevent rising violence, support local police, ensure security, and deliver essential supplies to the public, military units will also be present on the streets. We expect to resolve the security issues and ongoing attacks within 24 hours or less.
We'll continue to follow this story and provide updates as more information becomes available.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us today. We are here to address the serious outbreak in New York City, which has now been officially declared an epidemic. The virus, initially presenting as a common flu, has been identified as a variant of Ebola, now termed Ebola X. Our studies have shown that although Ebola X may initially mimic the flu, causing patients to appear to recover, it subsequently resurges with its true virulent characteristics, spreading throughout the body. This virus possesses a remarkable ability to camouflage itself, which has made containment and treatment exceedingly challenging. Patients are experiencing severe symptoms, including skin lesions, color changes, respiratory failure, alongside heightened aggression and violent outbursts. The aggressive behavior increases with physical contact, particularly through bites, which we found to accelerate the transformation process in the infected individuals. Ebola X is airborne and also spreads through direct contact, making it highly infectious. Its ability to camouflage makes it difficult to track and contain the spread, necessitating an urgent need for a vaccine. Our teams are working tirelessly to develop an effective vaccine as swiftly as possible to combat this formidable virus. The situation is critical, and we urge everyone to adhere to safety guidelines, avoid physical contact, and report any suspicious symptoms immediately. Your cooperation is crucial in our efforts to control this outbreak and protect public health.
Good evening, everyone. As we continue to monitor the escalating situation here in New York City, we have important updates to share with you tonight. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has issued new guidelines in response to the outbreak, emphasizing the critical nature of this evolving crisis. The CDC advises all residents to stay indoors unless absolutely necessary and to adhere to all safety protocols. In the meantime, our armed forces have been deployed throughout the city to maintain order in areas affected by violence. Here are some images from the streets of New York. Military forces and local police are actively patrolling the streets of New York to maintain order and public safety during the ongoing crisis. They are working to stabilize the situation as quickly as possible and provide citizens with a sense of security during these uncertain times. To assist in distributing essential supplies to those in need. Numerous aid stations and emergency tents have been set up to provide shelter and medical assistance to the public. These measures are part of a coordinated effort to ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens during this challenging time. We are seeing our military personnel not only patrolling the streets, but also actively engaging with the community to meet their needs in these desperate times. The government urges everyone to cooperate fully with military and health officials and to avoid unnecessary travel outside your homes. Your cooperation is crucial to help manage this crisis and keep our community safe. Stay tuned as we continue to bring you the latest updates, and please, stay safe.